you are being initiated right now. This is a very, very monumental time in humanity's collective ascension journey. Maybe you can feel that. It is complete and utter collapse of everything we have known up until this time. And we are literally in the fallout of that collapse right now, feeling it, processing it as front runners on this ascension journey. And the external collapse, that's going to come. You're going to see it more and more in the collective at large in society out there, more and more as we progress over the next decade or so. But you, if you're watching this, that is not by coincidence, that is not by chance. You are a front runner in these ascension energies. You go first. For those who come after, you go first, you hold the line. You kind of test the waters. And so, first off, just congrats. Congrats for making it this far. Know that I see you, I am with you, I honor you for doing that. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Hannah, and I empower you to empower yourself, because that is exactly how we are going to make it through these intense times and to the other side, where Eden, new higher frequency energies, utopic energies await us. But that doesn't come from out there. It comes from within here, within the heart space, within you. You hold the keys. You are literally an ascended master in training. I just want you to sit with that for a moment. Just really sit with the frequency of it. You are an ascended master in training. You are just as cool as Jesus and the Marys and Buddha and Kuan Yin and Isis and all those other fun ascended master buddies. You have that same power, that same experience. In fact, many of you watching, likely you've had master lifetimes before in other places, on other planets, for example. You've prepared for this. And now this is like ascension to an even deeper level. This is unprecedented to have so many ascended masters in physical form here at the same time, ascending together. This is a really, really cool, exciting, unprecedented time. Can you feel that? Can you feel how it's different? And can you feel my excitement? So yeah, I just wanted to come on today because, again, as I've talked about in my most recent video about the end of the world, the energy is intense right now. We're literally in this fallout period. And what I've realized now, it feels so brutal. It feels so intense and so like heavy and hopeless, because it's literally us processing the grief and the aftermath of the collapse of old timelines. Okay, old stories, old timelines. They have collapsed. It's done. It's done. They have collapsed, and now we're processing that grief, and we're like, we're releasing it once and for all. We're really letting go before we, boom, we hit the races with this year, the fire horse energy, and we run into these new energies, and we begin these fresh chapters. So know that if you're still feeling the heaviness, you still feel like you're wading through gunk, and you're tired and you're triggered and you just feel so raw, know that that's okay. And there's still time before these fire horse energies really kick in. And so just go slow at this time. Honor your body. Place your hand on your heart throughout the day and just ask your heart, ask your soul, ask your higher self, what do you really need in that moment? Ask your inner child. This is the time to connect not with the external, but with the different parts of yourself, okay? The future versions of you, parallel versions of you, past versions of you, your shadow self, your inner child, your inner teenager, your higher self. There's so many versions of you. The consciousness of your body itself. And know that when you're connecting with these other versions of you, it might feel weird and it might feel a little woo-woo, like you're kind of going crazy and you're talking all these different parts of you. But what you're doing, friend, is you are literally weaving together timelines. You're weaving together timelines. You are weaving together your multi-dimensional essence. And you know how to do this. In here, again, remember, not up here. We're letting that go. That was in the old timelines that have collapsed. The mind, we don't understand stuff from the mind anymore. We don't have to in any case. Here, bring it down to the heart. Take a nice deep breath and just imagine bringing your consciousness into your heart. From there, from your heart, that's where you take action. That's how you navigate through this time. So I was just meeting with a client today, and I was given an analogy during this session on exactly what we're all experiencing right now. And the analogy was that it's like we're a bunch of people in a maze, and it's pitch black. And if you've ever been in a completely pitch black room, it's very disorienting, right? It's like, you know, everything exists, but you can't see it. And it's scary. You're like, oh, when am I gonna bump into something? It's completely pitch black. And so what do you often do when you're in a pitch black room? Well, you start to put your hands out and you start to just feel around, and you go by the feeling. You can't see where you're going. You can't see ahead, but you go by the feeling. So that's where we're at right now. We are not supposed to know what's coming ahead. In fact, if we knew, it would ruin the surprise. I'm hearing it's like the exact opposite of where we're trying to go, where we're striving to go. This is the initiation moment when you can really learn to trust your intuition, even when you're terrified, even when everything seems lost and you are very confused and overwhelmed. Can you still have trust? Can you have faith? Can you keep moving forward step by intuitive step? That's how you're going to make it through. That's like how you're feeling through this energy. So you can do that by feeling into your heart space at this time. And know that, and just let your ego know this, it's not going to know what's ahead. Sorry to break it to you. It's just not. That's the energy we're leaving behind. We can't know what's ahead anymore. But it's even better than that, because you can just, you can relax and know that you're held, and you can trust that you're held on this path. And you have so much love, so much support that you can't even see. You have support from your ancestors, from all these different versions of you, from your deceased loved ones, from your fictional character guides, from your dragons, from your angels, from your fairies, your unicorns, your elementals, from spirit animals, from the ascended masters, from deities, and so many more. There's such an abundance of support available. And you might not be able to see it in the dark room, but just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there, right? So know that you are so loved, you are seen, you are honored. And for all of your struggles, you will experience reciprocal reward. You will be compensated. They say, like, okay, what they're saying, literally fairly compensated. You will be fairly compensated. Do not worry for all the troubles that you've been through, the struggles you've been through. But this is the part of the initiation where you have to trust, okay? It's literally an initiation on your journey to being an ascended master right now. And think of it like, if you want to think of it in 3D terms, it's like oftentimes before you can get a full-fledged job, you intern. And oftentimes you intern with very, very little pay. Oftentimes no pay at all, right? There's no payoff. It's just the experience. And this is how you learn that which is needed to apply it to the job and then receive that compensation. This is where you're at right now. This is the part of the journey that you're at if you're seeing this video. And even if you're seeing this, months down the line, years down the line from when I recorded this, know that time does not exist. And this is going to be perfect for you wherever you're at on your journey. You are at an initiation moment. Keep going. You are right about to have a breakthrough. So just let me know if you can feel that breakthrough energy. If you can feel the expansion about to happen. And one final thing before I bring this little activation to a close is, when in doubt, just recall back in your own life every time you've had a dark night of the soul, which I'm sure you've had many of. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you've had many dark nights of the soul. Every time that you've had a dark night of the soul, right after that moment, maybe it wasn't right away, but usually probably within a few weeks, few months, a year, usually no more than a year, sometime within that period, soon after that dark night sort of dissipates, you probably had some really exciting, really positive things coming into your life, right? You had some really great experiences. So remember that you will be compensated for the darkness you're currently going through. For every dark moment, as dark as it is, as hard as it is, you're gonna experience ease and lightness that matches that, because they're just two sides of the same coin. It's just whatever side of the coin you're looking at. So know that this can help to remind you to give your ego a lollipop, as I put it. It can help you to keep going even when your mind is like, I can't control anymore. I don't know what's happening. And be like, yeah, we don't know where we're going. We don't know what's happening. But remember, every time in the past when we've been in an energy like this, it gets really, really good right after. Even if that goodness was fleeting, which in the past it certainly was. It seemed, at least in my life, like anytime goodness would happen, it would be very short-lived before the next challenge would come. But what I've received on this is it's completely unprecedented energy. The worst is truly behind us, and we are starting to anchor into lasting joy, lightness, peace, expansiveness. Okay? So just allow yourself to feel that now, and just take another breath with me. Let's just really ground this frequency in now. Breathing deep into your belly, holding the breath for a moment. Let all the tension come to the surface. See it, witness it. And then, very cathartic exhale, let it go. You don't need that shit anymore. You don't need that shit where you're going, my friend. Put down that luggage. It's too heavy. You don't need it, right? You don't need it. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I'm curious what you're going through right now. If this lands, if this resonates, let's create a little support community, because I think one of the most challenging things about this time is this isolation frequency and feeling like you're totally alone. And I know certainly what's helped me and what continues to help me moving forward is knowing that I'm not alone in this. And there aren't just like a few other people experiencing this. There are many. Most people just aren't talking about it. So let's talk about it now. Share where you're at, and know that I see every comment, and I send you love for engaging, for going first, for sharing, for being vulnerable. And I see that, I acknowledge that, I appreciate that. And know that if you do want a little support through this intensity, or you want a sense of community, I certainly have many options available to you. So I have my private community, the House of the Spirit Dragon, which is also a mystery school where we explore many, many different esoteric topics, and we learn to develop our psychic abilities and open the Akashic records and work with our dragon guides, etc., etc., etc. And this month, as filming, we are working with the golden solar dragons, which are perfect to counterbalance this heavy energy right now. They have a very, very light frequency. So you're welcome to join us there. And then also currently, as of filming, there are openings in my one-to-one mentorship, the Path of the Dragon Mage. And in the Path of the Dragon Mage, at the very end, we work with the golden dragons. So basically, each week we're working with a different dragon elemental. We're tuning to their frequencies. You're getting initiated in the energies of that element. And then finally, we get to the end with the golden dragons, who have no elemental frequency. They literally are above that. They are alchemy itself. And so that energy, it can be so needed right now. It's so needed. And so if that calls to you, I encourage you to follow that feeling in your heart. Take the leap, apply. What have you got to lose, right? I would be happy to walk with you through the trenches, through this journey, as a friend and as a mentor. And then finally, I will say, if it's too much of a commitment right now for you to engage in like a long-term mentorship, or you don't necessarily want to connect in a community space, I also have openings this month for one-to-one sessions. So I'm offering psychic readings and quantum healing sessions. And so you can book those at least this month. as of filming. And again, I'm happy to support you because it's intense. And I want to make sure that you have the tools needed to thrive when we hit this Year of the Fire Horse energy. Because as a Year of the Horse native person, as a fire energy person, I can tell you, I know exactly what's coming. It's intense. It's a lot of forward momentum. It's a lot of earthing, a lot of grounding. And I would be honestly honored to help prepare you for what is to come. And know that when you are experiencing this density, that's exactly what you're doing actually. Resting right now, processing shadows, facing shadows, this is allowing you to prepare for that forward moving energy. So even though it might feel like you're backtracking, like you're descending, know that actually this is all a part of the process. It is very, very integral. You've done nothing wrong. You are in perfect alignment. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to see this video. So either way, my friends, I'm sending you so much love, so much abundance, so much support, just good vibes, good vibes all around on your ascension journey. Remember, you are an ascended master in training. You are being initiated right now, and you are so close to a breakthrough. So please keep going. And if this video provided support to you, please like, subscribe, engage, all of that stuff, because it will help this message get to those who need it right now. Much love to you on your journey. Stay powerful.